Today on the Rumors Comedy Cast, Derrick Seguin teases Jordan Wellwood about, quote, French Canada. Follow us on iTunes, Twitter, YouTube, and share with your friends on Facebook at Rumors Comedy.
Anyways, welcome to Rumors Videocast number 20. We're into the 20s.
20.
Yeah, we were with Derrick Seguin, just performed first night in town
Derrick
at
Seguin.
Rumors Comedy Club. Seguin.
All right.
I'm sorry. We're off to a bad start.
It's all right.
I bailed out of French class like as soon as you could. And they're like, I have a special note.
Which is when? What year can you just
I think
quit?
grade 7, grade 6.
Pour vrai?
Yeah, if you have a note.
That French make your head bleed or something? Yeah.
It's like a meta. He's too fat to do French.
All right, until Poutine come in grade 10, all of a sudden, I'm back in French.
Exactly. First show in town. How did the night go for you, Derrick?
It was good, except for that one, that lady there.
I remember.
That was just staring at the clock.
Which is new.
There's a clock. I don't know if you don't know this on that side of the camera, but behind the cameras, there's a clock. It's a very innovative way to keep track of time for we comedians who, let's be honest, we're not really good time managers.
It's helpful.
Because we would probably have regular jobs by this age. But it's a clock that tell us when we're at, 45, 50 minutes. And that lady just stare at every second going by, like click, 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 like it's gonna... Oh my God! I can't wait till this French asshole stop talking.
How did you describe her? You said lady in the floral print, or what did you?
No, there was a chick beside her that was actually laughed hard. I think she had wine come out her nose.
Okay.
The coral jacket chick.
Coral jacket, yeah, that's what it was.
Which chick was a flattering thing that she loved me even more because she was about 900 years old when I said.
Too bad she's not still here.
The chick in the coral jacket, yeah. Coral jacket that could be a parachute in some country.
That's awesome. Well, welcome back. You were just here for the Winnipeg Comedy Fest, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago.
Cool. So what's your vibe like when you come to Winnipeg? How do you like it?
I don't know why I thought Winnipeg never had good weather. It was nice 3 weeks ago, and now it's really nice. I brought a jacket that I don't need.
You got here in the pocket. It's the eye of the storm.
Yeah, but it's early. Isn't the eye has come early?
The eye is arrived.
I feel like we're actually communicating with Russian colleagues overseas.
Who says
the eye has come early. We must not let the eye pass us by.
Just put Russian. We're going to make our producer put Russian writing gibberish.
Yeah.
And then they'll know the secret.
Right.
Yeah. Any plans while you're in town? You have anything to do when you're... Because you've been here before. This is old hat for you.
I've been here. This is probably my 7th time in Winnipeg.
Wicked.
I think I'm going to... I want to go to that museum. The museum that they finally finished of...
Human rights?
Torturing.
Oh, well.
Okay.
That was the first name, and then they had a revote.
Yeah. I hear it's state-of-the-art museuming, though. Like, you go in there, and you're like, wow.
Oh, yeah. They're dropping knowledge on you in all kinds of innovative ways.
I asked people not to give me too much detail because it's a human rights museum. I'm just hoping, they gave you, a tour where... They walk you right into some ovens and this is what it felt like.
That's your benchmark. You're like, if there's not oven tours, I'm out. It's not impactful enough.
Hopefully we can edit this.
Nope, this is all straight to
live,
VHS
live.
At your local rental store. So Derrick, how many years in comedy has this been for you?
I just celebrate 12 years in May, sometime in the next week or something.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Cheers,
man. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's holy shit.
Thank you. And in April I celebrate 7 years of nothing but show business too.
That's unreal. What's your benchmark for starting? Because some guys are like, oh, it was the first time I got paid. Some guys are like, it's the first time I stepped on stage.
The first time I step on stage is when I say I start. So in 2000, it's somewhere end of 2003, 2004 beginning.
Yeah.
But in April of 2008 was the last time I did any work that wasn't show business.
Awesome. I love hearing that. What did you do? What was the last job when you're quit and
I
told
quit,
your boss,
well,
go fuck yourself in French, you said?
Yeah. That's what I said. Go fuck yourself, mais en français.
Yeah.
Which just means with more tongue, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I started in 2004. I got my first Just for Laugh in 2005.
Awesome.
So I quit my job. I'm like, I'm going to be a fucking super mega
rising star.
And then do Just for Laugh. It's go great. And then right away after that, I start making $25 a show again, just like before Just for Laugh.
Instantaneously.
I'm like, oh, tabarnak, I need to do something. So I had worked in advertising before Just for Laugh. So I started my own agency for a little while where we did like guerrilla marketing. I figure I'm trying to be an extrovert person.
You're like, these gorillas are an untapped market.
You know what guerrilla marketing is.
I
You just told me you did it.
It's true, yeah.
So where you go, it's some of it is as pathetic as being in a subway station where you're like, hey, would you like to sign up for this MasterCard? We give you a free T-shirt.
Yeah. Which obviously wouldn't be there if it didn't work.
And it paid the bill, right? I could say yes to do it, or I could say no to do it. And because I had experience, I run the company that did it.
Oh, cool.
So basically, my job became finding people that were as pathetic as us that would be willing to do it, even if I wasn't willing to do it.
I do need a free blanket. Let's
right.
throw down on some credit.
Whatever, yeah. So,
yeah, that's cool though that you got.
And that's what I did from 2005 till 2008.
Oh wow.
Things like that.
Yeah, and then I noticed, like, not a lot of Canadian comics always have acting credits, but you have like a pretty solid IMDb list.
Solid, all right.
Hi, man. I even said I saw you the other day.
Yeah, the Strangers in My Home on the Slice Network, ladies.
There you go. Yeah. It was. Yeah, we were watching it.
Kill a dude with a hammer.
You do. You're a very shitty maintenance guy.
Don't tell me I'm shitty, though. I'll kill you with a hammer.
That's okay. You're the best in the biz. Hire this guy.
I do. When I quit my job, actually, in 2005, I just gotten the lead in 2 plays. So I'm like, see, man, with the comedy, the Just for Laugh, and the thing, I'm going to be so success. But it didn't happen. But I still do enjoy acting when I can get the work. I do many accents, as you can imagine.
Yeah. So, like, one thing I did want to ask you about is, obviously, you do a lot of work in French Canada. I've never been out that way. I want to hit like every major
French Canada. Why don't you just say it, you fucker? It's Quebec. In French Canada.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Canada. I don't know the rules. I've never been to
Saint-Pierre and Miquelon.
The school I went to, that's just a big blurb on the map. It just says French Canada. There's no details.
French Canada.
That's so this part of the country.
I do a lot of work in French Canada. Just don't. Well,
I want to go there, so I'm going to learn that.
Don't call it French Canada when you're there, though.
What do I do?
They will murder you.
Okay, with a hammer, apparently.
It's not called French Canada when you're there. They don't want to be associated with Canada at all in a lot of parts.
Okay. So when I'm like, hey, I'm from Winnipeg, they're like, go to hell.
C'est quoi ça? See, where is that? Close to New York? Yeah.
And then I tell them yes, and then I'm in.
No.
Okay. No. Don't lie.
But what's the question? What's it like?
I wanted to know,
to speak 2 languages and not be an ignorant fucking unilingual person?
I already know what that's like. Going like the difference between the crowds. That's what I wanted to know primarily.
That's funny.
You have the ability to do both.
That's something that a lot of French reporter will ask me. It is very different. It's hard to really put your finger on it. As a amateur, a lover of stand-up, English audiences are, for me, better because in French, Quebec has only had stand-up for like 35 years, and that's like starting really raw. Yeah. So they've trained their public to be their own thing. So it's very like old school theater, like vaudeville almost.
Oh, okay.
So there are some great French stand-up, but for the most part, a lot of the show, the punchline, it doesn't matter what the word is or how you say the word, but if you go like this, the audience just start to clap like, oh my God, that's the best, because you stopped talking and went like that. So for me, it's not pure, it's not, but when you make it, and there's some really great guys doing some great things. Patrick Huard was the star of Bon Cop, Bad Cop.
Yeah.
He was a stand-up before.
That was, I think, for a while, like the biggest grossing Canadian film.
I think it still is.
Yeah, it probably still is.
The biggest grossing Canadian film. So when you get to a certain level as a Quebecois comedian in French, which is not the case for me, I'm much more well-known in English.
Yeah.
But the Quebec star system let you do what you want. If you want to put out a rap album, if you want to be a star of a movie, you want to write a movie.
That's unreal.
It's really great. Whereas in Canada, English Canada, which is a real thing, French Canada, not
wait a minute. We English. Prefer, I don't know.
Canada.
Yeah.
Just Canada.
Just Canada.
Just Canada. It's, the measure of success for English Canadian entertainer is to go to America.
It's true, yeah.
Whereas in Quebec, you hit top comedian, then you become top movie star, and then you become top producer or whatever.
Yeah. And what do you feel like for yourself is like the next, like, do you feel like you got to go to the States, or have you been there, and what's your experience been like?
I've done a few things. For me, I have 3 kids, like I say during the show.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a option for me to just fuck away, go live in LA. Yeah,
Come on, kids, let's hop in the van.
How many more Soprano episodes with a Quebecois guy visiting New Jersey will we have? You know, like.
Missed the boat on that one, I think.
But of course, we all want to be as successful and do the work that we love to do. So that I'm open to it, but until I can afford to bring my kid with me, and then there's a whole ex-wife situation in there, so maybe she could die, and that would settle a lot of problems. That I could just move freely about the planet.
It could happen. Let's just hope for a plague.
That's why I'm here in Winnipeg. I hear there's a lot of shady character around there that can take care of some shit. Right, John? Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Rumors, home of the shady character. On a Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah, there's some cyanide pill.
This guy built an amazing handyman.
Fuck, I remember. This remind me. One time I was here. Do you remember, Tyler? I ripped one of the letters off.
I think a lot of people
by mistake. I did it by mistake. I don't remember which one it was.
They fall off. The stuff falls from the ceiling.
Yeah. No, it's not true, everybody. Since the flood damage has been repaired, everything's good except the smell in the bathroom.
That's also John, our producer. It's a classic smell that nobody can live without. So,
are you happy with this? Did we do good?
I'm having fun so far,
yeah.
except for I offended our brothers to the east.
Who is that? The East?
French Canada.
Right
It's that way. I don't know.
Who offended?
We're underground right now.
I call them what they are. They're Quebecois. You call them fucking French Canada.
I only have
Jacqueline, could I have that other beer, please? Is that still an option? Thank you so much. Oh,
I love that headliner move.
He's only doing that because he's on recording. He would never actually.
I got it. I'm on it. He's gonna get his whole case.
This must be very mysterious for the people watching. Like, you ever watch like something and they're like talking to people off camera and they're like, "How many fucking people are there?"
It's true.
They're shooting a porno in that corner.
That's
what's happening.
There's a super fat guy having a heart attack over there.
Wow. He was doing that like an hour ago. Somebody probably should have checked on him.
It's
before.
true. It's a long heart attack. Derrick, you got 3 kids. That's always an interesting thing I find with comics at your level. Hey, Tyler Schultz, everybody. Hey, get out of here, you crazy bastard. Yeah, just having kids and doing comedy because it's not a conventional job. You're on the road. Like, how do you try and balance that? And how do your kids like that fact that their dad's a comic?
They're not impressed with it very much.
No, not at all. Okay.
The 2 older ones are starting to get to the point where their friend can see me on YouTube and things like that. So they're starting to be like, "Dad, my friend Jeremy wanted to meet you." I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Jeremy, you're cool.
Yeah. But it's, I mean, there's a good side and bad side of everything. I like to not think that there's that many bad sides for what we do because I love what I do so much. Mm-hmm. But for instance, I volunteer and went on a field trip with my daughter on Monday because I don't have a day job, so I could just fuck off during the day and go to.
It's such a sweet advantage.
So, but then I have to leave for a week to go do show. So it's hard. It's it's hard. You're gonna make me cry.
Oh shit!
No,
well, mission accomplished. This is juicy footage. Zoom in.
It is odd. I've the 2 bigger one have been traveling with me a little bit more lately, just because they're old enough to see the joke, so I might as well bring them for a comedy festival and thing like that.
Yeah.
Where I have a good story.
Let's hear it.
I brought my eldest to the Ottawa. It's called Cracking Up the Capital Comedy Festival. It's still pretty small, but it does good work for mental health issue.
Oh, wicked.
And I brought my daughter, and they did an all Ottawa show that I brought her to. So there was Jeremy Hotz. So for Comedy Fan, there was Jeremy Hotz, Mike McDonald, John Doerr, let's go. On va dire.
They're all heavy hitters.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Another Rebecca Kohler was on it, who Jamie really liked already as a girl, whatever. She was nice to her. She was talking to Jamie in the bus and whatever.
Oh, cool.
But then, and Tom Green was there.
Wow.
So Jeremy Hotz. And she's like, John Dorham. Like, he was the Canadian Idol guy. And then, like, Mike McDonald, he's the fucking legend Canadian comedian. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then she's like, Tom Green, let's do something. She's like, wait a minute, doesn't Eminem have a song where he says, Tom Green, my bum is on your lips? Is that the same Tom Green? I'm like, yeah, that's it. What the barnac, Dad? You're the coolest guy ever. You meet me with the fucking Eminem lyric. That's so good. I'm like, you are an idiot. He was the worst part of that whole show. Are you kidding?
She didn't even remember when he was humping the dead moose. She just knows it from the song.
Yeah, from the Eminem. Yeah, she doesn't have any idea about the Tom Green show or anything. Just those Eminem says Tom Green at some point in some song.
At least you got to give her respect for liking classic Eminem.
Sure, I
She's
like it.
yeah.
I especially love it when she plays it in front of my 7-year-old daughter.
Oh,
It's
okay,
great. Yeah,
never mind. That's
Daddy, let me have the iPod dock in your car. Hey, fuck you, sucker, fucker. Kid coming home from dance class in a tutu. Let's see. He's a terrible
impressionable
judge.
young children. That's awesome. And then you mentioned the Ottawa Festival, and then you have another fest coming up. Sean Majumder's doing one in Newfoundland.
Yeah, Newfoundland. It's called The Gathering. So if we have any watcher in anywhere in Newfoundland, which I doubt,
I really hope so.
I'm going to do that. And I want to turn it into a family vacation because Newfoundland, I learned recently, right off the coast of Newfoundland, there's a thing it's called Saint-Pierre et Miquelon. It's a French colony, like, the French fuck away and left us to rot with the British or whatever. They kept one little island that I didn't know about. The Quebecois, I don't think know. It's only the Newfie that know about it.
Yeah.
It's still France.
Okay.
So there's France and England and everybody, Europe, and then Newfoundland, and then there's a little fucking shit here
tiny little
that's
island.
still France.
That's insane.
It's France.
Yeah.
It's like a colony that's never, like 10,000 people or whatever that live there. Web people aren't judgy about burps. And then there's Quebec.
Smoothing over those two.
So I'm going to bring the kid, and we're going to go to St. John's. We're going to go to Saint-Pierre-et-Miquelon.
Yeah.
See some citoyen and some baguette and some pâté.
That's unreal. Is it like when you get there, it's French soil?
French.
Yeah.
French passport, French.
And then I went to France in 2010, and Vimy Ridge, that whole area it's Canadian soil. Like you get on, it's given to the Canadian government. So there's there's flags and Government of Canada signs, and they have
it's our
apparently
embassy or whatever.
Yeah, it's more or less this.
There's a place
monument.
in Holland like that too.
That's unreal. We're cleaning up over there.
I think honestly, you talk about French Canada or whatever. I'm not typical Quebecois in that I think we live in the greatest place on earth. Our history is great.
Yeah.
And I think we still have a possibility of being great, and this may not be the forum for it. I think Justin Trudeau is the future of our country.
Hey, he's down with weed, so...
He's kidding, man. He's the coolest guy around.
He's the bar for cool Canadian politicians is pretty low.
Right.
Yeah, so he's killing it right now. I agree.
Yeah. But we live in the best place on earth, and it's still so shit. Like our cops are shit and beating up people, and
oh yeah.
But so we gotta do better. We gotta be better and do better. And I think having a guy that I don't know why we're talking about politics. Jordan, why are you running an interview?
I actually mentioned
like
at the top of my set that I'm like, I know nothing clearly about politics. I'm probably the worst person to talk to. But I said French Canada. I don't even.
Yeah.
I'm not even correct at all.
That's not even a real thing.
French Canadian girls for a English feller like myself. What's the in? How did you make that happen?
Vagina. I would go in by the vagina.
Boom.
This is always the best.
I heard
place.
the French is. I was way off.
That's Greek, I think.
Greek, okay.
Yes.
All right.
But if you go in the French way,
they appreciate it.
They always might leave some treats by the back door, as we say. They're called millefeuilles, which means ass fucking.
Okay. We've all learned something here today. Derrick.
Rumors Comedy Club. Cleanest comedy club in Canada, everybody.
You're going to have a lot of fun. Come see this guy all week long. Your Twitter handle?
The Derrick Seguin.
There you go. Jordan Wellwood, at Jordan Wellwood, Twitter. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook and all the rest. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Episode 20. Look, we're under 20 minutes. Dickhead.
We had the fucking pot going for that, too. That's good.
Makes it... ruins me for our show. So. I'm like, how much time am I?
It was a lot of pressure. Like, you got to give me like a...
What does it take to be an angel? Where does the sun go when it sleeps? another